Yes, well, hello there, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Soda Review Podcast. I am your host, Julian, and I'm currently ailing from shingles. Now, I took a little bit of a break, so I apologize if you had been looking for the last two episodes, which normally upload on Wednesday and Sunday. I've been sort of tinkering with the format a little bit, trying to find the best release schedule that also doesn't require me having to pound a copious amount of soda beverages in order to make my self-imposed deadline. So I think what I'm going to do is just sort of keep things a little loosey-goosey, play it by ear, and fly by the seat of my pants going forward. I think that'll help both me and also the listeners out there not having to scramble in order to digest 2 episodes per week. That being said, the beverage that I'm going to be sampling today is one that I am not familiar with, so I'm kind of anxious to give it a shot. I always like trying new things, especially variations of more popular sodas that I am familiar with. As I'm venturing to guess, this will fall well within the category of. So today's soda is Kiss Grapefruit with other citrus flavors. That's right, folks. I have never heard of, I guess maybe it's Grapefruit Kiss, if we're going simply by the layout of the label, although the fact that Kiss is much, much larger font than Grapefruit, I would assume that the soda is called Kiss and the flavor is grapefruit, but maybe it is, in fact, Grapefruit Kiss with other citrus flavors. Now, this beverage, surprise, surprise, is trademarked by Orca Beverages Inc., coming out of Mukilteo, Washington, sort of the empire of the soda industry. I guess that might make me Luke Skywalker? Not really sure. But looking at the ingredients list, we have carbonated water, pure cane sugar, citric acid, natural and artificial flavors, sodium benzoate, which of course, parenthetical, a preservative, and extracts of grapefruit and lemon, which is a nice little bit of a surprise there. Looking at the bottle, it is a clear bottle with a clear plastic label that has a large, I guess this is a grapefruit, although the symmetry of this fruit is not something that you would probably come across out in the wild. It just says grapefruit in cursive red letters. And then right below that, Kiss, which sort of has a more of an embossed kind of font. And then, of course, with other citrus flavors on the bottom there. Same thing for the top of the bottle cap. Now, as this is a clear bottle, it's green tinted, but it is see-through and clear in that regard. This may have been sitting on the shelf for a while because there is a clear, visible ring around the neck of the bottle where the beverage kind of has come to rest, possibly some of the citrus elements at play here. I guess we're going to find out. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my trusty pop the top bottle opener and we're going to crack into this bad boy. That was a honest to goodness textbook pop. Cap goes flying akimbo. The mist, foggy haze kind of erupts and spews forth from the brim of the bottle itself. And there's a nice rush of carbonation bubbles that cascaded to the surface of the beverage. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and dive right in on this one and see what's what. So Grapefruit Kiss with other citrus flavors, bottoms up. So going in, I pretty much assumed that this was just going to be a variation of the Sundrop soda, which itself is sort of similar to a Mountain Dew, although not a carbon copy. And that's pretty much what Kiss is offering here. But there is an extra citrus flavor that you get from the grapefruit and lemon extract that almost gives it a little bit of an orangina flavor as well. It's almost like a dual level of flavoring here, where you get that initial sun drop, but then that citrus flavor kind of comes cresting over the top of that sun drop wave, and then it just crashes down and inundates you with a little bit of that orangina appeal. It's not necessarily something that I would turn to outside of a pinch, but it's definitely not unpleasant. I'm not a huge citrus soda fan myself, but, this is very much, like I said, in line with a sun drop, which, if that's your jam, I think you might get a nice kick out of this grapefruit Kiss. So I'm going to go in for one more round, and then we're going to settle up. Yeah, I really appreciate the attention to detail and extra little kick that the grapefruit and lemon extract bring to this beverage. It's a little sweet, mildly cloying in its sweetness, but again, that citrus really comes in with the 1-2 punch, pops you in the mouth, and it says, "Hey, buddy, wake up! There's citrus here." And I say, "Hey, you know what? You got my attention." So I think that's going to bring us to a close on the Grapefruit Kiss soda. I'd like to thank you all for joining me on another episode of the Soda Review Podcast. I've been your host, Julian, signing off.